What's going on YouTube? So I checked out Smallville's Lexmas, and I think it's the greatest episode in the entire show. I think it's the greatest Christmas episode in a superhero series. I just love this episode so much. It's the one episode I return to. I would like to watch it at least every Christmas. Um, it's just such a good episode. I mean, a lot of people agree. A lot of people say that this is probably one of the greatest episodes in the entire show. And I would agree. I think this is a very uh, beautiful episode, and it shows a lot of ideology. So in the real world, Lex gets shot, and he ends up like just not being good. Like he's in like this coma type thing. He's paralyzed from the like shoulders down, and his dad um gets him to a hospital where they can fix it. And while that's happening, he's in this dream state where he wakes up and he's married to Lana. The We'll find out he's the love of his life. He has a kid, and she's pregnant with their second kid. He has earned the respect of Jonathan Kent. Him and Clark are good friends. You know, he's turned his back on his dad, which is the one thing he's skeptical about. But he seems happy. I mean, he goes out, he buys this tree, and he tells this great story about his mom and wanting Christmas and this and that. And it was just so beautiful. I mean, you could just see he was happy, everything he ever wanted. Now, of course, he is having problems with this dream state, and he's seeing his mother, and his mother's telling him, look how beautiful this life is. You can have this life. And he's like, it's perfect. I mean, you have two kids, you're happy here, and it was just really nice. And then unfortunately, because you need a curve, you need a growth, they kill his wife while delivering his baby. And he was like, this is it. Like, why would I want to live this life? You know, I could have saved her if I had money and power. So he relearns the mistakes that he always does. He chose money and power over love again. And it reflects on this entire show. I think this episode is really the reflection of both halves of the show. I mean, this takes place season 5, episode 9, and it's like pretty much the middle mark of the entire show. And it reflects on the Lex that we have known already and the Lex we're going to know. And the whole craziness of him needing power, needing more money, just not missing the point of love to the point where he will trick Lana into loving him in later seasons. It's an amazing episode. It really is. It's just a reflection on everything. And on top of that, in the real world outside of Lex, Clark is literally playing Santa Claus. I mean, we see Clark at the Christmas tree kissing the love of his life, Lana, the girl he's loved since high school, right? And he gets a job saying all these kids, there's some kind of thing where underprivileged kids are not going to get Christmas presents. So what does Clark do? He zooms in to their homes, handing gifts out to these underprivileged kids. I'm like, what a Superman episode. Like, Superman on Christmas giving gifts to kids. Like, that's that's Superman. I don't know, like when I like, you know, everyone sees the Superman saving the cat from the tree because there's no task too little for Superman. He's giving Christmas gifts to kids on Christmas Eve. It's like the most, I can't even, like, it was just, my heart was all like, oh, this is Superman. this is what I feel Superman should be, handing out Christmas gifts to children who need Christmas gifts. I think that is such a Superman thing to do. Um, and of course, it was a Switter beat moment because he was missing the night with Lana, the girl he's loved since season 1 and season 5, and he finally has her, and he's doing Superman stuff. But isn't that also a Superman thing? Like, I just, like, everything was so Superman. It really was. It just was so Superman this episode. Um, and he even saved Santa Claus. You see this guy drinking on a roof, saying he's about to jump. He's done with Christmas, and Clark talks him down. He tells him about Lana, and he's telling him about how he's out here handing gifts to kids, handing kids, even though it's Christmas Eve, and there's a party he has to go to, and there's a girl he has to go to, and Santa's like, "Wow, Christmas, woo!" And then eventually, there's all these presents, and Santa Claus goes, "I'm gonna solve your problem because I believe in the Christmas spirit." And all the presents are gone, and then it's just, I was like, wow, isn't that something? Like, and then they go to the Christmas party, and they all have a fun time, and Clark and Lana, they're hanging out, and it starts snowing, and it's just all like snowy, and it's all like so Christmassy and stuff, and it's just like, it's so fun, and like, I just love Christmas, and like Christmas specials like this are so fun, like just the feel of joy, and it also matches with Lex Luthor's journey, how Clark has everything, and he has everything he wants, but he's still willing to sacrifice. So he's like, he has love, and it's like Clark is like kind of representing love, and Lex is representing greed. I think it matches throughout this show. Lex is very greedy, and while Clark has lots of love. And it was like, it's just an ideology thing that works so perfectly. I love it. I don't know. I think that's my favorite episode of all of Smallville. Um, Maybe that's my favorite. That might even be my favorite episode of like any superhero show I've ever watched. Like Flash and Green Arrow have some like, maybe Arrow doesn't, but Flash definitely has some Christmas episodes. But I think Smallville takes the cake. I think it's very clear that Lexmas is one of the best episodes to a superhero show. Um, Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I love it. I would recommend it to anyone, especially if you're a Superman fan. If you're not, if you just like Christmas stuff like that, I don't know. I would check it out. Um, yeah, if you haven't seen Smallville or you love Smallville, go back to Lexmas. Merry Christmas. Please like and subscribe. I hope everyone has a wonderful holidays. I hope you spend it with family, and I hope you guys have an amazing time. Merry Christmas.